Well, what a beauty. Summer is finally here, and there's nothing finer than throwing some tucker on the barbie and having some friends around. But I tell you what, it's the uninvited guests that can ruin the night. Now, according to the experts, it's going to be a super hot summer this year, and mainly at night time. So that means the mozzies are going to be eating you while you're trying to eat your dinner. Did you know that mosquitoes are attracted to carbon dioxide, which is the stuff we breathe out? They like smelly feet, and they also prefer to bite women over men. They are one of the biggest killers of humans in the world through diseases like dengue fever, Ross River fever, Australian encephalitis, and of course malaria. All in all, they are nasty little mongrels. Okay, so how can we stop them biting us? Let's try a few things. Firstly, citronella candles. Now these might work well in a lab, but are pretty useless in the backyard due to the area you're trying to protect. The same with mozzie plants. They're not very effective at all. Personal repellents can be very effective, like good old-fashioned have a good weekend air a gun. If it doesn't actually kill the mozzie, it works on confusing it when it's coming up near you when you're standing around the barbie. And it certainly works because I've been to a lot of barbies in my time and I've left confused. Trust me. Let's see how this goes. There's nothing like the smell of the good old-fashioned mozzie call. It reminds me so much of a great Australian night in summer. They're great value. A pack of 10 for just under $2. They last about 8 hours. I stick them under the table and it wafts up and keeps the mozzies away. They're beauties. I've tested both the Mortine and the Raid lanterns. They both work just as well as each other, and they're fantastic because they cover an area of about 25 square metres, which is 5 by 5 of course. Now this bloke here is the Rolls Royce of mozzie traps. I've had it going for about 10 or so minutes. So let's see how we've gone, eh? There's about 2 mozzies in there, so it is working, but I tell you what, there are some pitfalls to this bloke. It's 240 volts, so it's got to be undercover. It can't be sitting outside, and you do obviously have to plug it in, so you might have to have a power point outside near your barbecue area. I tell you what, common sense is always going to help. Mozzies need water to breed. So get rid of all the water in the backyard, and that means out of the wheelbarrow that's sitting in the corner, saucers under the pot plants, clean out your gutters, and if you are getting bitten as you go back into the house, put some fly screens on. That's always going to keep the mozzies out. Now, if none of that works for you, according to my calculations, to keep the mozzies away from yourself while you're cooking the barbie, you need to be next to a female with smelly feet who breathes out a lot of hot air. Hang on a minute, that's my missus. Anne, can you come out of the barbie, darling?